Another blowout victory for you guys, and you're doing it against teams that are star-studded, but you guys had 7 players in double figures. They couldn't seem to cover all 7 of you guys. Just talk a little bit about how you guys are playing so well as a team.
I think our connection, the way we're able to share the ball, trust each other, and we get to learn how your teammates play every night, and we getting better at that. And know when to take the shots, when to give the ball, and just having so much trust into the whole system, whether it's with the coach or our teammates. I think we're in a phase right now where our energy is just high level, and our trust to each other is just high level.
Yeah, what's it like, watching Jeremy kind of lock down KD and then you switching on him sometimes? What was that kind of battle tonight going against KD?
There's nothing new. I saw JG in his best and his worst, and defensively he always been really good. It's just I was telling him the way his length and the way he's able to have an impact on shots. I think that's something that I'm kind of admiring, trying to get there also. Standing in front of the defender is something I feel like I'm getting better at, but it's really affecting the jump shot. I feel like that's something I need to get better in, and watching him doing that at a high level on one of the best scorers in the world, so if not the best scorer in the world. So it's like it's impressive for sure.
I guess gotta ask you, at what point during the game did you find out about the?
Yeah, we found out towards the end of the game. Yeah.
What was the discussion like on the bench?
Um.
So you didn't have to pay attention to the game as much, right?
Yeah, the trade's always crazy. It's never something that you expect. So, yeah, it's a crazy scenario, and let's see how it playing out.
How did you hear? Was it a teammate who told it to you, or coach, or I heard some fans might have been talking to people?
Yeah, it's a little bit everywhere. Some of my teammates said it, some of the coaches said it, heard it from the fans. So it was a mix of different sources.
Is it hard to stay? I mean, even though the game was kind of decided, but then is it kind of hard to stay focused on the game when you hear something, not just a trade, but something of that magnitude? You hear about that. Does that get in your head at all while you're playing a game?
Oh no. I mean, at this time, I feel like I play so many basketball games. I'm able to, every time I step on the court, lock in. I feel like there's no more distraction anymore. I mean, it's becoming very natural to just play basketball and stay locked in the whole time.
You've had some good games this year, but they've come in losses, and you've talked about how it's hard to enjoy them. What is it like to play really well and get a really good win?
I feel like there's no better feeling, especially when the whole team is successful. It's definitely if you have 30 points and you win the game, but a lot of teammates have 0 points or 5 points and stuff like that. You can feel like energy is not all around, and I feel like wins like that is everybody participate, whether it's on the boards, whether it's points or energy. I feel like everybody had a good energy, even the bench. So I feel like it's the best scenario that can happen as a team.
Why do you think DA has turned things around so rapidly in the last 4 games? Probably one of the best 4-game stretches since he's been here.
I think that's a question that he needs to answer. But I feel like from my point of view, I feel like just locking in, seeing that everybody was buying in, and just as a team, we just took another step. I feel like watching a lot of film, and it could be him realizing something about himself, or him realizing that we need a little bit more of this, a little bit more talking, or whatever the case may be. I feel like he can answer that better than me. But he's been great. It's just consistency. As a team, I feel like everybody's more consistent around this time.
But have you noticed him being more vocal or being more aggressive, being more assertive?
For sure. I feel like that's something that was missing a lot earlier this year. I think everybody picked up their talking. You probably hear DA a little bit louder just because he's DA, but I feel like everybody's talking a little bit more, everybody's communicating better. So, yeah, I think everybody made progress on that.
The DA Phoenix stuff has kind of been talked about to death, but for you, do you have any kind of a little extra chip on your shoulder about this team since they drafted you and then traded you before you played a game for them?
Most definitely. I feel like it's something that everybody when you put in a situation when you don't get any control out of it, or it's like people making a decision for you, it's like you're gonna be like, for what reason? You know what I mean? So I feel like everybody should take that personal. Yeah, I think it's just part of the game. It makes the game fun,